CBD acid, the most abundant cannabinoid in nature, useful for pain, gut health, anxiety, and a plethora of other things. I'm Lex Pelger. I do canna education for CBD Sciences, and our relief product has CBD, CBD acid, and PEA. CBD acid was the first cannabinoid acid ever discovered. It was first isolated in 1955, and the structure was solved in 1965 by Drs. Mechoulam and Gayoni. The early research on CBDA focused on the sedative effects and the antibiotic effects. But if you've heard that phenomenon of people juicing the cannabis plant and drinking all the juice, that's probably for the CBD acid and what it can do for your gut health. Because it's the most abundant cannabinoid in a hemp plant, that's why it's the most abundant on the planet. But because the CBD acid probably doesn't cross your blood-brain barrier, that means it tends to go into the body for its beneficial effects. Currently, what has been studied for the most is its anti-nausea effects. In a mouse model of nausea, CBD acid was 1,000 times more potent than CBD in lowering nausea. And in a rat model, it helped also with the anticipation of nausea. CBD acid combines well with THC acid or THC to lower nausea, but unlike THC, it doesn't work via the cannabinoid receptor, it works via one of the serotonin receptors, which makes sense. We have a ton of serotonin receptors in our guts, often called our second brains. Also, in rats, if you combine CBD acid with THC, they work together better to enhance the hedonic value of food, which isn't that you eat more, it's that your brain enjoys the food more and lights up more for the pleasure of eating. The hedonic value of food. I just always love that phrase. It's also been looked at in mice for the lowering of anxiety, help with convulsions, and when combined with THC acid, helping with a model of Alzheimer's disease, not only protecting the brain, but rescuing the memory deficits as well. It makes sense it can do all this because at the biochemical level, it's doing a lot. It inhibits the reuptake of anandamide, which is our first discovered endocannabinoid neurotransmitter, sometimes called our neurotransmitter of bliss. So if you inhibit the reuptake of anandamide, that means your bliss neurotransmitters rise. It does activate that serotonin receptor 5-HT1A. It activates nuclear receptors that alter genetic transcription and causes all kinds of downstream effects, and also inhibits the COX-1 pathway, which is the one that aspirin works on as well. In addition, there are a lot of patents around CBD acid for anti-nausea effects, for autism, for inflammatory skin conditions, and even for using it in pet food. Indeed, before he passed, the father of the endocannabinoid system, Dr. Raphael Mechoulam himself, made a more stable version of CBD acid, a methyl ester version, and turned into a pharmaceutical, and it's now being looked at for nausea, anxiety, sleep, and depression.